Alright, hello everybody. Once again, as always, my name is Conman, and welcome back to another episode of Heroes A to Z. We're finally off the Warriors for a little bit. We get to play with an assassin again, and today we're going to take a look at Falstad. First thing to note about Falstad is he doesn't have a mount, as you'll see here. He normally, as long as he hasn't, done anything in a little while, go along. Here's move speed is 115% by default. He can kind of fly to a point on the map, which makes him very valuable in big maps. It's not a full global. There is a range to it, but it's pretty damn far. Let's take a look. So if I toggle it here, we'll scan over. I mean, I can get almost all the way here. That's pretty far. I mean, that's a lane and a half, 2 lanes almost. So it's got a pretty big range. It takes a second to wind up. It does telegraph where you're going to land. So if the enemy team is paying attention, they see the little circle there. They know you're going to be on the way. So take care of where you actually target this, so you don't drop yourself right in the middle of a world of hurt. So that's the first thing. So that's your mount. Your trait is Tailwind. Gain 15% increased movement speed after not taking damage. That's what I meant if you're not in the middle of something. So, like right now, I'm going at 115%. It's pretty great. If I, get smacked in the face here, that drops down to 100. And it's going to take a few seconds before, there you go, it actually gives you a big fat cooldown before you will go back to 115% again. And once you do, you see you've got like the little, I don't know, speed, jet boost, whatever the hell graphic is. It's coming behind you, which so you can tell when you're actually moving faster if you're not staring at your character panel here. So that being said, Falstad is a high damage hero. He is in the lower leagues, especially if you're any good at him. He's kind of the hero that can just carry. The reason being, one, he is a ranged assassin, does a ton of damage if built out correctly. If people aren't paying attention, he really can do a lot of damage. Plus, with he's got some decent wave clear, and with the global ability, he can get all over the place very quickly. He can push lanes and port over to objectives. He can kind of go where he's needed very, very quickly. So that makes him a very strong hero, especially in kind of the lower leagues who really just don't know how to counter that yet. So that being said, let's take a peek at his abilities. Starts off with Q. Q is Hammerang. Throws in a hammer that returns to Falstad, deals a bunch of damage, and slowing enemies by 2 seconds. Skill shot, pretty decent range you see here. Sends it out. So you see the slow.
Choose a talent.
So it's gonna do damage on the outward and the inward swing. That can be pretty great, and you get the slow on top of it. While it's in motion, you can still move around. As you can see, it'll follow you. I kind of see, like, I move that one into the hero. You can still auto attack while it's out there and use your other abilities. It's kind of like a fire and then forget kind of weapon. So that's hammer. He's got some decent range, I suppose. I mean, that's not bad for a ranged assassin. He attacks pretty quickly. It's almost an attack 1.43, so it's almost 1.5 attacks per second. So he attacks very quickly, as you can see. So that adds to why he does so much damage. Next thing we got is Lightning Rod. That's an interesting one here. Deal a bunch of damage to enemy, and an additional 171 damage per second for 4 seconds while close to the target. So it zaps them once, and as long as they stay within this targeting circle, they're just going to continue to be zapped. If you come out, if you fly away, or they break the circle, so to speak, it's going to wear off and they won't take full damage. So this is something that you're going to want to cast, kind of like if someone's up in your grill and you're going to be able to chase them, you can use this to pick people off. Chase them away, because they're going to have to move outside of the range or they're going to take all that damage. Lastly, we have Barrel Roll. You dash forward and you get a small shield. This is going to be your oh shit button. It's one of these. So the shield obviously is important, because the shield is a big deal. Lasts for 3 seconds, because that can be useful. But this is going to be your, like, oh man, I need to get out of dodge. Like, I'm in trouble. You can't go through terrain. You can't go through most terrain. Well, I take that back. You can't go through thick terrain, I should say. Well, you can go over terrain. It's a little weird the way it works. You gotta make sure you've got enough. Yeah, okay, so I'm wrong. I'm a liar. You can go over terrain. It's been a while since I played Falstad, so I'm sorry. You can, you tells you how much I know. You can go over terrain with it. You can use it to engage, but I don't recommend it because this is going to be your escape button, and if you do use it to engage, it's got a long cooldown. And the only time I would recommend using this as an engage tool or a chase tool is if you know that you're going to be okay before the cooldown runs out. Otherwise, you're pretty much screwed. And then you have outside of barrel roll, you don't have any other escape. Like you die. I mean, that's pretty much it. Because once you take damage, your speed drops down to 100. And if you can't kill somebody before they kill you, well, that's it, and that's all she wrote. So, otherwise, let's take a quick peek at. We're just gonna toggle through, no particular order here, and we'll take a look at the talents, or the ultimates rather. The first ultimate, we get Hinterland Blast, 120-second cooldown by default. It's a long range kind of skill shot. It's got some wind up. You can see it actually does have a really long range. I can peg Arthas from all the way over here.
Well done.
Boom. It's got a wind up. It's got a wind up. It takes a second. It kind of telegraphs itself with this long lightning bolt. Like if the enemy is quick, they can get out of it. Now here's the thing with Hinterland Blast. It does a lot of damage. It does a lot of damage. And the trick is the cooldown is reduced by 25 seconds for every enemy hero hit. So you kind of have to play it by ear. The other ult we'll talk about is Mighty Gust. It's probably the more you get more utility out of it. Depends how you want to play it. If you're going to be up against, let's see if I can show it with the cooldown reduction. I go over here. Boom. There we go. So now I'm at 93 seconds because I hit Arthas with it. If you think you're going to be up against a team, and this again probably speaks more for lower levels, that is just going to line up and allow you to hit that sweet spot, you can chain this off multiple times very quickly, and that damage can add up. I think in the grand scheme of things, in terms of utility, your other ultimate will be more commonly picked. Mighty Gust, 60-second cooldown. You push enemies away and you slow them down. So do one of these, and everyone goes away. Everyone, goodbye. Minions 2. Just pretty much anything that's like all up in your grill and you blow them away. So the reason this can be good, it can be used as a disengage. If the enemy team starts to jump on you and your group and you're in a lot of trouble, you Mighty Gust away and then you fly away and then you can run away. You can use it as an engage tool. Let's do one of these. Okay, you fly in behind Arthas and then you blow him back into your own team. Or if there was something else going on, something along those lines. So it has a multitude of uses. You can use it to push people off points. If somebody's trying to take a boss camp, for example, and you can sneak in, you can kind of push them away, barrel around to the point. Maybe you get a steal. It could be risky, but in that kind of situation, it's something that can be used. You can basically force people to be not in that area, so to speak. No damage, but they do have a slow on top of it. So even if, after the blow, after the displacement stops, they still are slowed for a couple of seconds. So that's going to keep, essentially, wherever you are, they won't be. That's kind of the gist of it. That's why no damage, just displacement. So you got to make a judgment call on whether you're going to need Mighty Gust or you're going to need the damage from Hinterland Blast. And if you need the damage, are you going to be able to get, people lined up somehow, whether it be through hook or by crook, get them at a choke point where you can reduce that cooldown and chain them off more frequently than every 120 seconds. So it's an interesting trade-off. We're gonna hop into a quick match here as usual with Falstad. We'll see what we do. This should be interesting. It's midnight on the 14th into the 15th, and I've just had some ridiculous games so far. I've been playing earlier today in terms of crazy compositions and just stuff that's out of the blue, and man, so I'm hoping we get a good game. We're gonna cross our fingers and see how it works. For some reason, even now, quick match queue says only 21 seconds. So I think, let's see what we've got. We have 2 healers. I guess that's the meta. We have no tank, and we have a Murky and Lunara. So there's what I'm talking about. These are the interesting comps that we get. We're up against the 4-man stack, who also, at least, no, they do have a tank. I lied. They have Zarya. Kara's and Butcher. Butcher is a problem. Butcher can engage on me and he can kill me pretty quickly. Vala I have to worry about because the range can come in and kill me pretty quickly. Yeah, this is going to be... This is gonna hurt. This could hurt. Maybe with Tassadar with the shields, we can kind of counter some of that. I'm not liking where this is going. I don't know. I have a feeling the hat from Oriole is going to be on myself or Lunara most of the time, and Cursed Hollow. So yeah, they probably have the better comp on paper. Maybe we'll get some murky pushes. We're gonna see how it goes. I'm gonna take Seasoned Marksman at level 1 just to start off. I'm just gonna go auto attack build. I think is the plan that I want to do. So Seasoned Marksman, pretty straightforward. We'll talk about it at the end. But you kill stuff, you get more damage, so you can kill stuff faster and then get more damage. Straightforward there. I don't remember if I took it during the Artanis video way back when. We'll see how we go. I like that Murky is in a suit of armor on a hover bike, like a police bike. It's pretty cool.
Sounds great.
Alright, so I gotta be careful. So we have 2 people going bottom, and if Murky's gonna go mid, Tassadar is just gonna go fuck off on top by himself. So I gotta be careful here, because I can be isolated very quickly. I do have barrel roll, but they've got some, you know, a Butcher stun on top of some valid damage will just be bad news for me. Alright, that's what I'm talking about. See, there's the disengage. I do have to worry about mana. I don't think I mentioned that before. You know, casting a lot of... One of the reasons I'm going auto attack build here is he can be very mana intensive. You see, I've only cast a couple of spells and I'm already at half mana. So I don't know what our Murky's plan is. So far, maybe he's just baiting himself. That's what I think he's going to do. Let's let him... I got to be careful. I don't want to push out too far. A Butcher charge will be bad news. So it looks like we got some action on bottom. Tassadar seems to be just by himself up top. I guess that's fine. I would like it if Tassadar and Murky would change places. That would be neat. Tassadar would be much better down here with myself. We didn't quite get that kill. I missed the hammer. There he goes. Okay, so Tassadar is up north now. He's got Vala. Let's hang out. Come on, Butcher. Come on, Butcher. Oh, he saw me, unfortunately. I wasn't able to bait him in. That's my mistake. Gotta stay out of the vision. They were doing okay. Tassadar gets picked off. Yeah, up against Vala in a solo lane. That will happen. I wanna fly up there, but I also want to wait a moment because the first tribute will be up soon. So we're gonna take here at level 4. We took hammer gains. This is just some self-sustain. 20% of the damage that I do, I think, in the auto attacks comes back to me as health. I'm definitely gonna take some residual damage from Butcher and from Vala, so that's gonna be good for me. I gotta bail out. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's the tribute. Are they going to let me get the tribute? Is the question. No, they're not. There's Vala. Oh, I got a shield on that. Thanks, Tass. Alright, so that Uther... See, I wish he stayed with me, because we could have probably killed the Uther. The Uther had no mana, and he was in a rough spot. As it is, I'm gonna go back and Hearth. I could probably recover the health, but I'm low on mana, and I don't like it. For reasons I'm not quite sure of, our other healer is bottom by herself. I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna fly out here to make it quick. Oh, I'm gonna back off because I don't want her to feed those shields. So this is 4 people. So we've got Tassadar is still up in the top lane by himself. Actually, no, I lied. Murky's finally up there. Tassadar really should bail out. Oriole is in bottom lane by herself against Vala, and that's just not going to end well. I don't... Like I said, it's... I'm going to fly over here. I'm not going to get that by myself. Got to be careful. We can't do this 2-on-4. We do need... I mean, you can fly over there. That's fine. Can I get a shield task? No, don't need a shield. That's fine. Can we get Oriole to not split push? Can we get another healer? We have 2 healers. We might as well get all the damn heals. So, here's another one. I've got to back off. Uther was low. Are we gonna get it? We are gonna get it. Uther's got no mana. So I mean, I would really love. Oh, that's my yep. So this is the kind of stuff that you get occasionally when you play Heroes of the Storm at midnight, where you just I don't know what. She's not a bot, right? No, she's not a bot. I mean, you know, in her defense, she's drained all the tower shots. Again, like if we're gonna have somebody split push bottom and not be with the team, Murky's probably the one that you want. Murky can pick up stacks for bribe. Murky can push in on that, and then we can have Oriole. You know, we have like the double heal up top between Lunara and us. That'll work out fairly well. I just don't. I got nothing. I'm gonna go down. I'm gonna go down and help. I got nothing. Nope, no heal.
I grow tired of your petty squabbling. Gather tribute. Earn my favor.
Like it's just. That's all. Just don't be alone. I dived in there expecting maybe a heal. I probably should have known better. Because Oriole doesn't seem to be very helpful. Anyway, I probably would have died anyway. I'm not blaming it on Oriole. Probably would have died anyway. And now, unfortunately, because I got killed, I blew my cooldown. I am gonna take a long ass time to get back here. Tassadar used his invuln probably earlier than was necessary. He's shielding himself and not Lunara. This is just. Oop, I didn't realize I was back already. I am not even paying attention. Ugh. I probably should have just taken Hinterland's Blast there, but Gus is generally the way to go. There's a good kill. Alright, so here we go. Now I can Gus people out of the way if it comes down to it. Good job. Well, that was unfortunate that I triggered that, but that's okay. We did get this, right? Yes. Okay, good. Good, good. That's just about a clean sweep. We're going to go over here. We're going to clear this camp out. Now, see, that was good. See, now, Murky was up top. And he's going to get that keep. No, he's not, because Butcher's going to kill him. But that's fine. He's going to get some action on there. Now I get a hat. That worked out. Let's push. Let's just push this in. There we go. Build up the stacks. Make you trigger the shield. That's what I want. Alright, we're going to push these down. Sorry is not going to be able to stop us. Oh, that's unfortunate that I gave her a whole bunch of energy right there. Whoop, I'm going to get caught in that. That's fine. It's actually not the worst thing in the world.
Gather tribute or face my curse. The choice is simple.
Alright, I'm going to tap the well just for mana. And this is fine. We're going to go over here. Oh, that's no good. I gotta watch out. I didn't see what Butcher took. Butcher took... Where's Butcher up here? Butcher didn't take an ult yet. I don't know what he's doing. Go away. Oh! Oh, that was so bad. I completely misplayed that. I should have gusted them out of the way. I need to be better there. Lunara and... Lunara's gonna get herself killed, I think. Lunara and myself are all of the damage on the team, especially with Murky pushing, so we need to be better and I need not to get killed.
I survived. The skies await.
We're gonna take a siege camp here. That's fine, that's fine. I would have liked to have taken the building down. Let's see, that's still pretty good. Let's take these campies here. Let's stay not in the leash mode. Thank you for the shield this time. We'll take this. And we'll get siege camp. We're going to come up here. Now we got two people we have to watch out for. Sorry, is like half health. So Butcher, fortunately Butcher took Furnace Blast and not Lamb of the Slaughter. Because with Lamb of the Slaughter he would pretty much just delete me. And that would be bad news. Oriel's off by herself again. The unfortunate part of this is that I'm not getting a whole lot of auto attacks off on people. I'm gonna bail out and see if I can get...
Shall we see who gathers enough tribute this
Yep,
time?
I'm gonna go here. See what I can do against Vala. Since I'm gonna go up this way anyway. Maybe with the Murky distraction. There we go. That's what you gotta do. You gotta get the pick. There we go. We're gonna get away. Had to blow my ult, but that's okay. Just barely. One more attack, I would have been dead. Uther gets killed. Nice. Oh, that was bad. I'm just gonna hang out and take this then. We're gonna get it. And I don't know what she was doing. I will take that though. Thanks very much. I'm gonna push middle. Our minions up top are gonna take that fort. There that goes. We're gonna take that. Fantastic. We'll do this. Alright. So here's we start doing a lot of damage. Even though I haven't done all that much damage comparatively. Wow. Good job, Looney. We're probably gonna take the bottom fort too, which is pretty sweet. Where are we going? Where are we going? They're going for the camp. Oh. We are going to get the camp, just barely. Butcher's gonna get killed for it though.
Don't forget to check the pockets.
Let's take this out. Let's take this out. I haven't even had to fly around all that much. I just want to take this healing well and then back off. I don't want to go push in too hard. Oh. Thankfully they had no one to... Yeah, just back off, back off, back off. We get a 2-level lead.
That's a healer I can get behind. Nothing to it.
Alright, you see I took one of the abilities. Increases my tailwind bonus up to 125%. It's almost mount speed as long as I haven't taken damage in a while. Let's get some heals off this here camp. Thank you, Tacitor, for the shield. That'll be just what the doctor ordered. Alright, we're gonna come back out. So Murky is getting chased by everybody. That's fine. That's fine. Vala is gonna come down this way. She's gonna get away. But we're gonna get action on the bottom. I don't know. Boss is bad. Boss is bad because we're split up, and unless they're taking the boss, and they're not because we're here. Nope, shouldn't have got into that one. Go away. So I misplayed the positioning there a little bit. I did have to blow them off. Hopefully we got away. Ariel died, because that's what happened. But Tassadar will get away. I'm going to head up to this camp.
Gather tribute or face my curse.
Alright. That will be a curse for them. The question is, are we going to be available to contest it? Vala is up on the top, so they're a man down, so to speak. Let's go over here. You can come right into these towers, thank you very much, and you can pay the price. Good kill. Zarya goes down. Okay, well, we got 3 kills. We did lose the curse because we let Kharazim take it, which is not the worst thing in the world. They're not going to be able to push too hard with it. I would love to take the boss. This is when I would like to take the boss. They have 3 people down. Yeah, they have 3 people down. Let's take a boss. Let's come over here. We're gonna take their boss on top of that. And I stood in the root because I'm silly. Alright, very good.
Initiating celebration subroutine.
I'll feed you to my griffin. Count me in.
You guys go to boss, I will meet you there. They can't hear me say this, but I'm gonna do it.
Destroy the fort.
That's fine.
The curse is over.
I don't even need to fly, but I'm gonna do it anyway.
Sounds great.
Just making sure. Ate the root again. So they're handling the other boss that lets us take this boss. Alright, very good. Didn't get a keep yet. I wish we got a keep. No keep, unfortunately. Yeah, let's take these bruisers while we're at it. Yeah, good call. Come over here. Grab some of this. So this is, after a rough start, we're shaping up to be a little bit better. Did he blow his ult? He did. He did. Okay. Can we push somewhere? They are at boss. The boss is doing its thing. Can we push the middle fort down? That would be nifty. We don't have any minions near us in a while. Oh, there we go. There's a pack of minions. Okay, I lied. Alright. Oh, gotta back off. Go away. So they killed the boss faster than I expected. That keeps almost dead. So here's what we're gonna do. This is where we're gonna be stupid. Let's stay out of range of that. I don't want them to see me. Ah, Vala came up there. I wanted to push that keep down, fly up there. Vala, unfortunately, saw me coming. Oriel's kind of right. We do have 20, and they do not. Plus Vala is there, which makes it basically a 4-on-5. I need to be focusing on their damage and not their tank. There we go. Let's focus on... Now we can focus on... Come back.
Nothing to it.
Boom.
Quality punches or anything.
Alright, Tassadar is going to get that. Yeah, we can push that keep down. They're going for this. I'm going to stay out of that. I'm a little low in mana.
I'll hammer this out.
You guys can take that camp.
Skies away.
Whoops, that's the wrong side to do it on. That's fine, just to get it down. I just want some catapults to spawn. No big deal. I have no mana. I need to hearth right after this, unfortunately.
That had to hurt. Mayhem.
I grow tired of your petty squabbling. Gather tribute.
Right.
Earn my favor.
I'm gonna hearth, and my cooldown will be up in time to fly mostly over there. There we go. Hello for some teamwork, which we'll get, which is great. I'm gonna head to this bruiser camp. Yep, that's exactly where I'm going. I wonder if they're there. They are not. They are not. Butcher, on the other hand, is over here. You are gonna get exploded so much.
Don't forget to check the pockets. What? Now that's what did for Aerie Peak. Let's
Get dead. Okay. All right. What do we got? What do we got? Oh, I got caught in her beam. She's gonna shield and get killed. Butcher can't really do anything. I mean, this should, in all aspects, be game. No, maybe not. Maybe not. It should definitely be this keep, however. Also, I completed my Seasman Markman, so that's nifty as well.
Oh, there goes the board.
Yeah, let's get the. If Lunara is gonna go there, I don't think we can take this boss by ourselves. I really don't like this. The only reason I'm doing this is for the record a terrible idea. The only reason I'm doing this is because I have Gust, and if they show up, I can. Yep, didn't think that was gonna work. She really needed to let me tank with this self-sustained. Yeah, that's what I expected to happen. That's fine. That's fine. We're okay. And you're dead. That Vala, I don't know what, she just didn't see us or what happened there. Can we push this? Is there... I mean, I have Gust. I can blow them away. I would love to get the kill here on Uther. I gotta watch out. I'm gonna get stuck in the stupid beam. Now I'm gonna get killed. Oh, that was silly.
Sure was great, wasn't it?
That was silly. That's my fault. Totally my fault. Overstayed my welcome. So that was me being greedy. I think we're still okay.
My curse
Maybe?
subsides. For now.
We've got a catapult on the core. That's going to do some damage. It's going to be 3v4. It's going to be 3v4, so they won't be able to push through. They've got to push through. If they go mid, they got to push through 2 towers. So we're still okay. Murky's going to take that. At least one of them is going to have to hearth back to clear out that catapult. There we go. Alright, let's take a look what's going on over here. We're trying to push down this this fort. This should still be a 1 game. Like, if we lose this now, it's because we fucked up and we threw it. We might even just be able to go AFK and win the game at this rate because our minions are pushing so far. We've got so much going on. Yeah, boss is a good call. Now is a good call. They're distracted. My Gust is up. I can Gust if they come in and engage. We need Tassadar here. I would... here's what we gotta watch out for. That Vala just got exploded. We're gonna go like that. We missed the Gust. That's no good. I'm gonna focus on Butcher for a second.
Okay, just run back to your corpse.
Well,
Oh my gosh, it's gone. Get out
that's
of
the
way.
throw. That's the throw. Murky, however, is doing yeoman's work and will get the core, I think.
Gather tribute or face my curse.
That's one catapult. That's going to be 2 catapults in a second.
Hey, port's gone.
So Murky's going to go down. The catapults are not going to kill the core, but they're going to get goddamn close. Murky's still alive. Good job, Murky. Yeah. I need to stop making poor decisions. That was just... I missed the Gust. I missed the Gust. I blew the Gust too soon, and I think that cost us a little bit. I really needed to wait a little bit closer to when the boss was going to be dead. It's okay. It's okay. They're not going for the other boss, which they could. While we deal with this. They see, here's just this is the hole they dug themselves, is that especially Murky, he's just going to be able to keep pushing and throwing himself at that core. And they got to, you know, keep an eye on that, because otherwise it's going... Otherwise it's just going to go down on its own. I mean, at this point, I might just backdoor the goddamn thing, if it gets down to it. Alright. I won't be able to fly over from here. What's the range on this thing from here? That's... okay. That's not bad. Oh, so now they took their boss. Now they took their boss. We've got this huge wave of stuff, though. This boss is going to take a while to get there. Just push with this camp. Oh, man. Just push with the camp. Like, I really...
Gather tribute or face my curse. The choice is simple.
Get some self-sustain off these things. Can we escort these guys in? Can we just do that? Alright. That's game. Alright, good. So we made it a little harder on ourselves than we needed to. We definitely made some mistakes and did our best to throw it. So that's what happens when you play HOTS at midnight. Well deserved. I think Lunar did okay. I died too much to get MVP, and I'm okay with this. I would have given it to Murky. He did really well. I hope Murky's on the screen. Murky, he is good. Good. Props for Murky. Good, Murky. You did the thing, and you did it good. I like it. So let's actually, I dig that skin. Looks kind of like Wolverine. So that was okay. I like, we had some trouble. I was a little worried in the beginning. We did pick it up in the end. I think we had some decent damage there. As you can see, I'm only level 5 in Falstad. I don't play him all that much, although maybe I should. I think I did okay, other than screwing up. So let's look at the stats. I died 4 times. I think 3 of them were just me overextending it and being dumb. Absolutely, just 3 of them were just me being dumb. At least 3. Murky did fantastic. Oriel, I have no idea what was going on there. I'm not even going to comment on it. Tassadar did alright. Butcher, for their Butcher, I would have gone, you know, I get the appeal to taking the charge into the Furnace Blast, but I just Lambda Slaughter. You know, that's one of the reasons I was being so aggressive. I knew he didn't have Lambda the Slaughter, so even if he's charging in with Furnace Blast, I can kind of warp out of the way, and if he still stuns me, he can't drop that, and I can still barrel roll and do what I need to do. if he had Lambda the Slaughter, I would have been a dead bird. Just he would have hit me, and that would have been it, because once you chain me up, I'm going to be done in like 4 hits, and that's all that I can do. So I think that's a misplay on the Butcher's part. What else did we do here? Zarya was okay. Zarya, I think, was fine. Uther was overly aggressive. Let's see. He went for basic attacks here. I don't even know how the new Uther works, to be completely honest, so I'm not going to comment on the Uther build. Oriel was doing, yeah, she went sweep build. She was all over the place. Tassadar, that's fine. I'm okay with all of that. Murky was about what I expected. Yeah, he took the, yeah, to say, take the bribe stacks, go with it. Vala was okay. I think Vala just walked into us too much, and then she's too squishy, and then got deleted, essentially. Yeah, tempered by discipline, seething hatred. I'm not, I don't know. Alright, anyway, here are the 27 minutes. Yeah, we definitely could have won that much sooner. We had such a big lead so far that we could have won that much sooner. We threw it, at least, we did our best to throw it at least 3 separate places. That one boss fight that we were up there, just a bad engage, and that one was, I think, my bad too, because I missed Gust. I blew the Gust too soon, and that was unfortunate. Anyway, Seasoned Markman. Every minion killed grants you 0.2 attack damage. Takedowns grant 0.5. After 40, you can activate Seasoned Markman to increase your attack speed by 40% for 3 seconds. So I went auto attack build, therefore this makes sense. I stacked it up toward the end. You saw me use it a couple times against the boss. Basically, you just get you fire off as quick as possible. You do a shit ton of damage. Pretty self-explanatory, and I think this combos well with Secret Weapon, which we'll talk about soon. Hammer gains. Basic attacks deal you for 20% of the damage dealt to the primary target. Again, pretty straightforward. Just self-sustain. Even though we did have 2 supports, Falstad doesn't exactly, he's kind of squishy. He doesn't have a whole lot of health, so anything that you can do to heal yourself is great. You can drop some auto attacks on minions and get some heals off that, so that's pretty useful. So I'm cool with that. Level 7, Secret Weapon. Increases Hammerang's range by 30%, and basic attacks deal 60% bonus damage while Hammerang is in flight. So I don't know if you saw me use this a bunch, is that I would shoot up Hammerang, and then as I was doing damage, I would get like the crit numbers pop up and just doing more bonus damage. So this is where this combos in with Seasoned Markman. So you throw the Secret Weapon, you toggle Seasoned Markman, and then you just do as much damage as possible within a short period of time. Because as long as it's in the air, it does bonus damage, and it's just bonus damage to anything that you hit. You can do it against structures, you can do it against heroes, you can do it against minions. Just hit them all in the face, and it's pretty great. Level 10, I talked about Mighty Gust. Could I have used, to be completely honest, I probably could have gone Hinterland's Blast in this game. I'm not saying I recommend to use Hinterland's Blast. I think Mighty Gust, you saw I used it a couple of times as an escape, and it saved my ass. I think in this particular game, the way it went and the level of play that we saw, I could have used Hinterland's Blast and cleaned up, because they were just lining up for me, and it would have been ridiculous. But I went with the safe play. I went with Mighty Gust, and I'm okay with it at the end. It kept me alive a couple times. I would have died a few more without it, maybe. Level 13, Flow Rider. Well, Tailwind is active. Falstad's basic abilities recharge 100% faster. So the idea behind this is if I can stay safe, and my Tailwind is up, then I can cast stuff faster, which means I can cast Secret Weapon, I can cast Hammerang faster, and when that's in the air, I do more damage. So it combos with everything else that's going on. 16, Aerie Gusts. Reduce the activation time for Tailwind from 6 to 3 seconds and increase the movement speed. So you saw the movement speed, I commented that during the game, but since Tailwind will now recharge faster, it will activate Flow Rider more quickly, and then it will just combo all the way down the chain, said and done. And then level 20, Epic Mount, reduces the cooldown of flight to 30 seconds and reduces the cast time to 0.5 seconds and increases speed. So I didn't get a whole lot of use out of it, but essentially this will recharge much more quickly. It will get there much more quickly. There's no real lag time. You just click and you're pretty much damn near there. So there's unlike in the beginning of the game where I was kind of worried I didn't want to use my ult, rather my global, because I knew that the tribute was going to be up. At this stage in the game, when you get that, I just had no fear. I would have been able to kind of fly wherever I needed to be, and it was fine. Plus, even if my cooldown was up, I had Aerie Gust going on, so it was basically mounted as long as I wasn't taking damage. So I'm cool with this. So there's, I think that's a pretty standard kind of auto attack build, you know, hammering build for Falstad. It's pretty straightforward. You know, there are a couple of other things you can do. You could go take Gathering Storm at level 1, and every time you're hammering someone, it increases the damage and kind of go magey. I didn't really want to do that. I don't like that build just as a personal approach. It uses a lot of mana, so for me, I didn't like it, and I wasn't a fan of it in this this particular comp that we were up against. So that's the group. Let's take a look. I'm gonna take a look at this loot chest while we're still here. What do we got? Anything good? I got a skin. All right. I don't even play Tracer because I'm awful at her. That'll be fun when I get there. So yeah, that was Falstad. Like I said, I think you can kind of see why he's a very strong hero. He can kind of move in and dive in and delete people very quickly if you give him the opportunity. He's got some, you know, utility with the Gust to kind of keep people away if necessary. Kind of an oh shit button as well. He's pretty strong. He can be hard to play because he's squishy. So if you do make mistakes, you're going to get punished. You know, if you get caught out of position, you're probably in trouble. If you get caught with your barrel roll and cooldown, you're going to be in trouble. So you got to be cognizant of that. But you know, in the lower levels of play, you can be a really strong hero. I've read and heard about lots of stories where you know, Grandmaster type players make the climb from low levels to high levels just to do it, and you know, Falstad's one of their go-tos because he just does it all, and he can, you know, hop around where he needs to be. So as always, my name is Conman, and I hope that was interesting for you. Hope that was educational. We will catch you next time, and thank you for watching.